This time I want to show you how to accomplish a connection between thinking particles and the fluid simulation solver in DPIT Effex. Alright, so let's have a look. I have a standard emitter for thinking particles here, and when I play the animation you can see they're just moving upward according to the speed set in the emitter. So let's just put this down to 0 so they're not moving anymore. Alright, and now I want the particles to move according to the fluid flow generated in the fluid simulation. Therefore I have an emitter here which is emitting temperature, so I can assume that the particles should move upward then according to the simulation and roll and below. Alright, so let's just try this. Well, as you can see, there's nothing happening. So first of all, we need to establish a connection, and this is done via Xpresso. And even for those that are not really comfortable with using Xpresso, this is really a easy setup, and it teaches you a little of the TP fundamentals. Alright, so let's just create some thinking particle nodes. And first of all, we need the P pass. This simply gives us all the particles that are available, all the thinking particles available in our scene. Then I want the out position of a particle to update with the fluid simulation data. So I need a node to get the out position. This is the pGetData node. And I of course need another node to set the new position that the particle should have, like so. Alright, so first thing we do, we simply connect the particles to the nodes so they know, alright, we need to process these particles. Then we get the all position from the pGetData, and we need the input here for the new position. Alright, so the next thing we need is the fluid simulation solver, of course. So we drop it in here, and one of the DPIT Effex nodes. And this is the FSS tracer node, so it traces positions. And it can be any position that you can use as input, not just a particle position, of course. And we can now feed the FSS tracer with the out position, and of course with the solver object that it should use. And it will then output the new position according to the fluid flow. And I can simply link that now to the set data, and that's about it. So really a quick and easy setup for the TP interaction. There you go, I closed it, and when I now play the animation, you can see that the simulation now has an effect on the particles, like this. Alright, so that's cool. But let's just have a look at the thinking particles interaction settings. Here in the solver, we activate the thinking particles interaction, and we can now have a look at the settings. And well, this may seem familiar to you because the settings are kind of the same that you have for all the other particle interaction settings. So we can now, for example, 5 is a little bit too much, add some smoke interaction like this, and there you go, they are now emitting smoke into the simulation space like this. So let's render this, and you can see, quick and easy to set up a TP connection and let your TP setups interact and affect the fluid simulation in DPIT Effex.